Alright everybody, welcome back to ToTF Nautiloid Overhaul. We're doing a devlog. So, you know what? I'm actually gonna put on some music for once. Okay. You know what? Let's actually lower the volume a little bit. Alright, so you might be noticing some changes. If you've kept up with the mod, this is not how they look. First off, we got Mageiras. Okay, she looks hella different. New outfit and stuff. Then we have Alizora. Hella different. I have in fact combined multiple hairstyles and faces to get up to this point with these NPCs. Okay. There's Rudius. Okay, he has a little bit of an interesting look. Now, I'm gonna go ahead and jump over to Crassus. Alright. Good old Crassus over here has had a visual upgrade as well. It's kind of hard to see because of this darn thing that's in the way. Alright, hold up. Oi, oi, oi. There we go. Alright, it's hard to see because of this darn thing that's in the way, but he does have new visuals. All of these NPCs that I've shown you also do in fact have new attacks as well. Okay? Oh, there we go. He just looked at the camera. Nice. Alright. Here's a new one. Here is a new one. Say hello to Merazul, the Dragonborn. Yes. I actually think his head turned out to be pretty good. It's kind of hard to actually showcase this inside the toolkit itself. But yeah, I really think it turned out pretty good. Again, it's a combination of 2 or 3 heads. I might have forgotten. Might have used 3. Might have used 2, but definitely 2 at least. And it turned out to be pretty good. Yes. Also new NPCs. This entire area has essentially been overhauled. Okay? Mirnat is not dead, by the way, but by the end of this I'm gonna do a run through everything. The initial room has not been changed. I have changed some stuff in here. Okay? Your avatar of Mammon has now a visual rework as well, kinda. He's now here in the back. Hopefully they do not insta-fight him. What I will do though is I'm gonna attempt to make sure they actually do start a fight though. So when the fight starts, they should be fighting if they're turned this way. Because if I recall, I set these to Inspector, as in combat will only happen if there is combat around them, which means as soon as Avatar of Mammon is gonna enter combat, they should consistently be in combat. Also, every single one of these NPCs has been made unique. Okay? Now we got some new visuals for each one of these. I don't recall if their visuals were in the previous version, but yeah, essentially this fight has been kinda reworked. Also, their abilities are changed just a little bit. Alright, I'm gonna jump over to a new NPC again. Yes, we do have 2 new NPCs in this one. Say hello to the Contru. He's gonna be buddy-buddy with Zalk. And he's gonna be fighting upstairs at the helm on the upper level. Okay, he's gonna be fighting these 2 Mind Flayers, hopefully. This dude has finally received his equipment back, because for some reason it always seemed to be getting overwritten by something. And then, hopefully, Avatar of Raphael does everything as intended. He now has a new Soul Cascade aura. As well as, he's gonna be casting Soul Cascade quite often, so be on guard. Okay, can I change the name of this Cambion? Even though I am technically allowed, I'm still not allowed. Fair enough. Fair enough. Alright, I'm gonna reload the level. Okay. I'm gonna reload the level. I'm gonna reload story again. Let's just make sure everything is as planned so I can actually properly showcase this. I feel like this update requires an in-depth showcase. I did put this guy on patrol, but I do believe I might have... No, we good, we good. Okay, so Aura de Bronzom is gonna be in this rumor now. And he's gonna be patrolling around with the other boars, alright? So some stuff could potentially turn out to be a little bit more interesting than normal. Okay? Alright. By the way, these imps, these vengeful imps, don't be too afraid of them. While they do have firebolts now, the projectile they previously had, which was a fire arrow, I believe, excuse me, a fire arrow, I believe. My throat just randomly died on me. The fire arrow has been removed, mostly because they would always kill Mirnat for some freaking reason. Also, Crassus at some point had some stuff from Sarevok, so I do need to check. Give me a quick second. Okay. We good. I gave him Sarevok's teleport thingy. Because I kind of wanted him to be a tutorial for Avatar of Mammon. Or like a preview for Avatar of Mammon. My toolkit might crash. Oh, that's unfortunate. Alright. It is what it is. It is what it is. We're going back in. It does this quite often, by the way. Which is why it's taking so long to actually update the mod. I would have been done like 3 days ago if the toolkit didn't crash so much, and if the toolkit did not bug out and randomly delete my changes, or just randomly make Rudius die all the time. Here's hoping Rudius is alive. And well, because if not, then it's gonna be a problem. I can't actually showcase it properly. And I can't, you know, update the mod. Alright, there is a new change, and you might have noticed it. It's at the crash site. But I don't really want to showcase that right now. What I want to showcase is the actual Nautiloid itself. And, yes, the crash site is part of the Nautiloid. However, am I gonna crash again? Hello? I might be crashing again. That's crazy, this has never happened. Are we good? We are not good. The toolkit froze. Hold up. What is going on, brother? This has never happened twice in a row. Uh-oh. Potentially could be bad. Oh my god. It actually just froze. Alright, hold up. I'm sorry about this. It is what it is. I really hope Larion fixes the toolkit at some point. Like, I'm sorry, I like the toolkit, but first of all, this needs to be at least Skyrim's creation kit level of access, which is, well, actual total access to the game files. And second of all, it needs to stop crashing. It's so hard to make a mod when it constantly just dies on you. Come on. Come on. It also takes a while to load. You know what, let me actually showcase the change at the crash site. Alright, since we had 2 new NPCs, one of them is gonna happen to be at the crash site, surrounded by... Yeah. This is a fight here, by the way. And it's pretty nasty, I can tell you that. I recommend, when I actually finish with this, because I might not be able to showcase it in this video, when I actually finish with the mod, I recommend you don't fight this early on. Just straight up avoid. I know this is the path towards the Stadion, but you can also take this path right here, which I suggest you do. Okay. You can walk up here, go there, get the Mind Flare, take a Stadion, and just never go here until like an until like a later level. Because this is gonna be rough. You're gonna have to fight Merzul at some point. So my plan with this NPC is that when the Moonglasses toolkit, or not toolkit, plugin gets updated, hopefully soon, we actually make some dialogue with him and a quest, and give him a story, okay? Essentially, he's supposed to be one of the main characters. I will try to also make him an origin, okay? Yes, I am basically making myself in the game. Okay, now I need to check if Rudius is... Why are you dead again, my guy? Oh my god. I'm sorry, the toolkit just kills off Rudius for some reason. It's so annoying. Larion, please fix. I don't know why it keeps killing him off, but it does. Always. For some freaking reason. Okay, he should be alive when I get there. So goddamn annoying. Alright. This is why I can't update the mod, by the way, is because I can't fix Rudius. He keeps dying. And it's making Raphael's fight just randomly start as well. And it's a pain. Okay, it's a pain. Alright, I'm gonna stop the music now. Because we do have, well, technically in-game sound. Alright. Come on. This is always funny to see. When they are just fighting in the background. Okay, it just so happens that Lae'zel's cutscene is kinda long. So the fight just kinda ended. I guess. Alright, we can grab this, we can move on. The fight started in the other room. Alright, good. Yes, I did give Merzul some voice, which you might recognize if you've played the game enough. He doesn't have voice lines, but he does have sound effects, and he's using resources from little guy that starts his name with an O. Yes. Kind of fits him. Which is why I decided to give him these resources specifically. Alright. Okay, so these NPCs over there have not started a fight yet. I really hate, like actually hate, how Lae'zel does not start with a bow as an origin character. She has a bow when you meet her on the Nautiloid, but her start doesn't have a bow, which makes no sense to me. I don't know why Larion decided to do that, but it literally makes no sense to me. It's also making it harder than it should be to fight because of that. I'm gonna do this. Okay, this could be problematic now that I missed. Actually, did I miss? I did not. But I did like no damage. I need Merzul to start properly fighting, dishing out some damage. Come on. Okay. Okay, he healed? No, he didn't. Draconic Prowess, Fire. Okay, that's giving him fire resistance. Fair enough. They do have some fire damage. Damn! That hit hard. Okay. The toolkit bugged out again, and I can't see the names of some NPCs, which is kind of annoying. But it is what it is. Toolkit has a tendency to bug out quite a lot, like I've said before. Which is why it's taken me so long to update mod. I would have been done by now. If not for all the damn restrictions and all of the bugs and crashes, I'm not gonna lie. I would have really just been done by now. Okay, we had... Who did what now? Marozul did a fireball, fair enough. I wasn't aware I gave him fireball, but I guess I might have. Might as well just show you Marozul's stuff on here. He has custom stats. Okay, for some reason these imps are kind of targeting Lae'zel. We don't like that. We do not like that. Alright, we drink. Okay. 2 imps down. 3 imps down. Good. Good. You can afford to drink a pot or two, by the way, because I've given you a couple throughout the Nautiloid. You do have a couple. Couple of extras, that is. I might actually just grab one of those crossbows for Lae'zel. Okay, the patrol is starting to show up. At some point, I'm hoping to script the patrol to not come over unless... let's see now. Unless you move up there with us, maybe? Let's just grab this. Oh, Marozul just went ham. Alright, fair enough. I do need the experience though, please. Okay, I did not expect him to actually run up there, but fair enough. He normally does not walk up there. He maybe goes all the way over here, but I guess because the fight with him ended around this part, he was just very close. It is what it is. Alright. Items. Crasseus, Trident, Breastplate, Elixir of Health. I might actually grab this, because it has Disarm Attack, or Strike. Okay. As you can see, Mirnat is not dead, which is good. That means we're not breaking the game again. This should be safe now to skip.
Before they return. They return.
Emphasis on the should be safe. We're about to find out. If you wait too long, by the way, Avatar of Mammon might end up being dead. Okay, I failed. Fair enough. Marozul should not be joining the fight, but since he walked up all the way over there, he might. We'll see. That could be interesting. He's pretty strong. I don't want him dead, though. There is some dialogue, by the way. Now, while you can make him friendly with you, I recommend you don't give him anything. He starts with attitude 0. I recommend you don't give him anything to increase attitude because, well, it's not gonna matter. He's not gonna join you or anything currently. So it is what it is. Alright, now, if you don't know Lae'zel's story, there's this fella that joins her. Okay, I keep forgetting his name, because I never play with Lae'zel. Maybe I should.
Let us see what.
Alright. I might have seen Avatar of Mammon fight. Okay. So, I'm gonna assume that if you don't skip dialogue, those NPCs move on. If you skip dialogue, you might actually manage to catch the patrol. Now, he's burning for some reason. I'll attempt to fix that. I might actually attempt to fix that right now. Let's see now. Is it because of roiling fire or hellfire? It might be. I kind of want to keep that though. I kind of want to keep that. Or is it because of flaming sphere? Yeah, I think it's because he might have flaming sphere for some reason. I'm not sure why and how he got flaming sphere on him. Let's see now. I don't think he has flaming sphere here. That is weird. Rudius, what the? Okay. Alright, he doesn't have flaming sphere here. Let's check status. Default statuses. Okay, he has flaming sphere aura. Okay, let's remove that. And go back in. Now, he's obviously gonna have that for this fight specifically because I need to reload. But I'm not gonna do that. So, this one right here is gonna be harder than usual because of that. Alright, I'm gonna apologize real quick. I'm sorry, I kinda had to mute my microphone. It is what it is. Okay. Now I'm gonna assume this fight is gonna be fine. However, these gits might randomly stop fighting because they're set to Inspector mode, so they don't start fighting when not intended. But we'll see. Again, dude has flaming sphere aura because it hasn't updated the fact that I removed it, which is kind of annoying that you have to reload every single time, Larion. Larion Studios. Good game, really annoying toolkit. I'm sorry. I know I'm whining a lot. Sorry, I'm trying not to swear because my kid is here. I'm trying not to swear, but god, bro. This toolkit is so much more annoying than the creation kit from Skyrim. It is actually much more annoying. It's potentially easier to use, but it's way buggier and way more annoying. Also, this dude has stopped fighting, and so has Avatar of Mammon, and I do not like that. I might actually have to reload, but... yeah, okay. So, setting them to Inspector is not the play, because they apparently just randomly stop fighting. So let's remove that real quick. At least Avatar of Mammon has to not be an Inspector, I believe. I'm gonna save real quick and let's just make sure we enter combat. Okay. Those gits should enter combat soon, by the way. Unfortunately, they left combat, but it is what it is. Damn it, man. Come on, just attract some attention. I need these gits to start fighting him. I wish I could just reload this local fight. Let me see if I try something. Reload local? Is that a thing? I don't actually know what this command does, but let's see. Fair enough. I think I reloaded localization, actually. That's a little cringe, but sure. Okay, have the Gits entered combat yet? The answer is yes. However, there is another one. I'm gonna jump backwards and attempt to get the other Git back into combat. Again, I did reload localization, which is gonna just be weird now. I thought it would reload local story and such. Not really. Anyway. At least Avatar of Mammon is fighting as intended. Now this other Git has joined combat back. So as long as Avatar of Mammon is gonna be available to fight, so will the Gits. Technically they should not run out of combat. Technically. Okay, I hope I fix this fight finally. Slightly annoying sometimes, but it is what it is. Now, I'm hoping not to get smacked, because he can't teleport on top of you. I'm just trying to keep, what is his name? Lozier? Trying to keep him alive, because Lae'zel got smacked. For attempting to pull Avatar of Mammon in this direction. Which she did succeed, to be honest. He has been pulled. I will only showcase up until the Helm area. So I'm not gonna enter in the Helm fight. Because I actually don't want to spoil everything. But, yeah. This fight is gonna be a little different when the update actually goes live onto Nexus. And I am actually hoping to dump the mod onto mods.io, but we'll see. I don't know if it's gonna get accepted or not. Because the guidelines are a little weird. I don't know what's considered my assets, considering I'm using the assets from the game. But at the same time, these NPCs themselves have been heavily customized, so I don't actually know if this counts as my assets. I'm gonna assume it does not, and that might actually affect if it gets accepted or not. I don't know, okay? I'll try. So, hopefully, we get the mod on mod.io as well. And I don't know if I need to make a different type of mod for consoles. Here's hoping this version will also work on consoles. So whatever I update or upload on top of mod.io or mods.io, whatever it's called, hopefully it just works. As good old Todd would say, it just works. Okay? That is the hope, at least. Now, Avatar of Mammon has ended up on the floor, finally. Yes, he does have much more health than normal. And that is intentional, and I crashed, I believe, because I opened up his inventory. That is crazy, brother! Oh my god, Larion, please! Fix the goddamn tool! Oh my god. I crashed how many times? 3? 4 just in this video alone? Jesus. See, this is why it's hard to update the mod. And to get stuff fixed. So many random crashes, bro. I'm actually gonna do this. And do I want to start anew or just teleport somewhere? I might just teleport, but it's gonna make it incredibly hard if I do that. You know what, let's not do that. Yeah, let's not do that. Let's not teleport. Let's start a new one. Hopefully it gives me anybody but Lazel. I'm actually curious if that has fixed Avatar of Mammon. I'm actually gonna check Rudius, and I believe he might actually be there again, which is kind of annoying. Yup, he just dies if I skip on to him. That is crazy.
Can guide you. The mission. The sun.
You literally just saw Rudius be alive, by the way. Where the... Okay. Why are you moving? Hello? That is absolutely cringe. Okay. For some reason she moved. Maybe because I panned the camera there. But that also means he's gonna die in combat, which I don't like. I'm gonna attempt to reset his value. Okay. Let's attempt to reload story. I love how I reloaded story, but Alizora is still here. The toolkit is actually just straight up broken. Please? Oh my god. Okay. It is actually just straight up broken sometimes. Just kinda refuses to work. Okay, let's see now. I will put Rudius on Inspector. And as long as these two fight, he should as well. Hopefully. Alright. Let's save. Let's reload level. Just... Why is it so hard to showcase the mod this time? Okay, hopefully you don't die randomly. Again. Alright, I'm gonna go all the way back. And somehow I ended up at the Helm area. Anyway. Okay, let's see now. Let me just go back all the way. Alright. Let's start. Okay. I would like to test with an actually proper built character, but I cannot. The second I try to reset the toolkit to character creation, it crashes. It is what it is. I'm actually not gonna cut anything. But because of these crashes, I will be unable to showcase Avatar of Raphael and the crash site fight. However, you have seen the NPCs. And what's... So, yeah. What's gonna happen there, you already know, kinda. Especially if you've seen other showcases. That fight started in the other room currently because it's rendered on the toolkit, on screen, in the background. It's being rendered, so it started a little bit early, but it's fine. I don't mind this too much, you shouldn't either, by the way. I actually think it's kind of cool that it starts like that. Sorry, did I just get bolted? I didn't. Okay. I thought I did, but I was not the target. I could kill everybody here, but I'm pretty sure it literally kills everybody. If I click on Kill Combat and enter that command, I'm pretty sure it also kills all friendly, which I don't want. Let me bonk fella real quick and walk back. Okay, this fight should almost always be pretty much the same. Okay, maybe not, maybe not. Okay. If you're wondering why the toolkit is freezing so much, we got a lot of stuff done in the background. Okay. There's a lot of weird stuff and tags and whatever happening in the background. Shouldn't be a problem in-game, by the way. Hasn't really been a problem in-game so far. Alright. I'm just gonna do this. Because I kinda want him dead. Like, now. What I could do is make this damaged restoration pod not be damaged, but I believe it's scripted event, which is why I'm keeping it like that, because I don't actually know how to script it, so it's actually usable. If you're wondering why it's damaged, I don't know how to script it. I think it's an Osiris event which gets triggered, and I don't know how to script that. Okay. I could learn, but it's gonna take me probably months. So I would rather have a finished mod instead. Please don't kill me. On God. I thought I was dead. I got 2 HP left. Fair enough. Let's get out of the way. Let's actually just get out of the way. Sit here. Just be away. Not in range. Sometimes these NPCs will heal you. If you have 2 party members, then they also... What the hell? Okay, Crassus died. I don't know why he just randomly disappeared off screen. I was saying something. I'm sorry, I forgot what I was saying. Let's go grab us real quick. Hopefully... Okay, it doesn't work. The reason I know it doesn't work is because Mirnat is currently standing up. That means I need to reload again. So I'm gonna straight up avoid us because of that. Also, this area specifically is kind of annoying. For some reason, it cuts off your vision. It's like this area right here is a separate instance. Just this circle here. It's kind of weird. I don't know why they would do it like that, but fair enough. I guess they don't really have to worry about the fact that they'd be fighting here, because Larion probably never intended to add a fight here. Which is a missed opportunity in my opinion, because you're seeing what I've done. And I actually kind of like how it's turning out to be. So I would rather have this than no fight whatsoever. Honestly. I can't believe Shadowheart is actually hitting something. Alright, let's not randomly and accidentally open any inventory from now on. Let's level up. And I'm gonna end up walking up with the patrol probably, but it is what it is. I'll just take water. Some good old create a bottle of water. A water bottle. Water. I'm sorry if you're... Hello? Oh, it's because the story isn't... God damn it, man! I reloaded story, and somehow it's still you know. Okay, the NPC patrol is here. Why? I have no idea. I need to reload the entire toolkit, that's the problem. When it does it like this, I actually just have to reload everything. It is so stupid. Alright, I'm gonna just do this. So they can't target me. And let's go grab Merozul. So I get an easier fight. It's annoying that I have to do it like this, but... Actually, if I do click kill combat... Let me check. Okay, I don't care for the rest. The patrol has already went ahead. I just... Okay, Mirnat is on his chair. So hopefully Lae'zel's cutscene procs. Okay, there we go. That's fixed. The cutscenes and everything. I'm gonna just skip. I don't care about these. I need to see if everything functions properly in this fight. Before I move on, though. So... I believe they stop there, no matter what you do. Also, Avatar of Mammon is here, which means the fight should continue until he did. But we're about to find out if these Gits are gonna stay in combat or not. Hopefully they remain in combat. Because Avatar of Mammon is alive. Let's see. You're essentially seeing live fixing of the mod. Because the toolkit is just kind of brokey. Okay. I assume... Yes. Rerazar, Krakenelor, and... What's your name? Velnarach. Or in combat, that's good. I would do this, but then I get dude jumping on me. Also, Flaming Sphere aura has been removed. So... I mean, I can just sit back. Because Shadowheart's in Sanctuary. Shadowheart should not be entering combat while in pod. Pretty sure. I've checked that like 500 times already. Okay, I would like to kill combat, but if I do that, then, you know, my helpers die too, so let's not do that. I will actually have to wait for Avatar of Mammon to die off, slowly, but surely. The second these Gits start wailing on him, though, he's gonna die fast. Because they do a lot of damage. Also, yeah, we got them in here. So this fight has been officially fixed, finally. Again, the toolkit bugs out a lot, which is why I have to fix so much stuff. Because sometimes my changes don't even go through. Larian Studios, please fix, so I can make a good mod for the people. Thank you. It's so hard. Actually. Alright. Here's hoping I don't get randomly pushed off. I will actually move Lae'zel all the way to the back. So she doesn't get targeted randomly. What I suggest in these very, very hard fights is you sit back and wait. And strike when the opportunity is right. Okay? That is my suggestion. Because he does stuff like this, and then you don't want to be in melee. You also don't really want to hit him either, unless it's with like a bow or something. Because he teleports on top of you. If he has a certain attack up. Might be a passive, I forgot. Let's see now, do I get... It might be Murderous Retort, yes. He does have stuff from Sarevok. Which I like quite a bit on him, honestly. I was thinking of giving him Mammo's Hold, but then turning you into gold is not ideal. Because, you know... If I Sacred Flame the fella, I'm pretty sure he hits me back. Which is gonna probably one-shot Shadowheart here, and I don't want that. So we don't have us with us, which is not ideal. Also, I'm gonna skip checking his inventory. We already know what items he has. I don't want the toolkit crashing another time, because we crashed like 5 to 6 times maybe in this video alone. And I'm kinda tired of resetting the level. And the story, because it's hella buggy. Okay, Velnara is about to die, actually, for the first time. Maybe not, maybe not. Okay. Rip Velnara. At some point, I do plan on making this git interactable, as in... I want to give them some dialogue options. Ideally, some dialogue options which would make them into... followers that come with you towards the helm. Okay, let's level up Lae'zel real quick. Finally, I can showcase it. About an hour in. I don't really want to edit though, but I might have to. You know what, I'm not gonna edit, just because I want you guys to see what I'm dealing with. Because this is actual pain.
I don't want to test how much punishment this ship can take.
Okay, Shadowheart, chill. I just want to showcase and see if the next fights work properly. I've seen the boar. I have seen the boar. Yup, alright.
Better be careful what I tell you.
Okay. Okay, this is good. This is good. Let's get rid of the boar. I will do that, because I just want to do that. Because I want to tell you guys that if you attack like that, he's gonna retaliate. Unsure why, though. That's funny. This creature has been blessed by Mammon. Yes. Yes. Why did I get hit? I'm sorry, is
I'm ready.
okay, this one seems to be skipping the turn. Maybe it's out of range. That's usually when it skips.
Action, not reaction.
Can I please click on Shadowheart and check my stuff? Okay. It might be out of range. Is Sacred Flame for some weird reason coded as a... what's it called? As a melee attack? That could be the case. But I just wanted to show you guys that if you do that, you get hit back. Which is very, very cringe. Let me read gold plating again. Yeah, okay, that's not what it's affecting the thing. So I'm just gonna assume for some weird reason that is being coded as melee. Because I'm pretty sure the bow does not count. For example. See? So some ranged attacks are coded as melee for some reason. I believe. Don't Sacred Flame. What if I do this? Actually, is he fire immune? No, he's resistant. Okay. I'll try. Because I don't really have much of a choice here. I'm just trying to do damage. Now what I could do here is push the button, wake up the cultists. If you're wondering difficulty, it's currently unbalanced. That is set to balanced on default in the toolkit, okay? So every time you're seeing a showcase in here, and I haven't actually specified the difficulty, it's balanced. Okay, see, that Firebolt is ranged. For some reason, Sacred Flame counts as melee, which is really, really weird to me. Either that, or this boar specifically just... you know. Alright, let's push the button. Wake up cultists, because experience. And then I want to go into the next room. Now what I could do is put an orc in here, a half-orc. Which I might. But we'll see. I might completely skip said orc though, because we do have, we got goblins and hobgoblins in here already, so it's fine. We don't really need any more NPCs on the Nautiloid. Also, I do want to specify, please refrain from installing any other Nautiloid related mods. Because it's kind of packed. Especially at the Helm area. However, Deadlier Honor Mode, the compatibility patch made by 0CH, I think should be safe. And it does add an NPC that I kind of like, or two rather. An extra mind flayer with a bat, which is actually counting as construct, by the way, in case you didn't know. And then there's also Lieutenant Saraith, which I just kind of like by default. Please don't crash on me. It might crash, question mark? I don't know. For some reason my screen is black. Okay. Again, toolkit bugs, I'm sorry. I'll just... let's see. Menacing attack, sweep attack. I'll just randomly click on something, I guess. They should be fine. Alright. Next room. Where? Okay, they will kind of just move on, by the way. You might not catch them into the next room. Now what I want to see here is if this fight works properly and hopefully Avatar of Mammon is not being procced. Because I would hate it for that to happen. Okay, thank God. But Rudius is dead. Which I don't like. For some reason he always starts as dead. What the hell? One random mind flare at the helm. No, stop. One random mind flare at the helm. Who is that one specifically? I'm just doing this so you guys see what I'm dealing with. Just... random fella. Just this random fella. Where you at? Where is dude? It's this dude that's supposed to be there. Hello? Alright, let's check faction. I mean, the factions are okay. Alright, hold up. Okay, for some reason he is being triggered. Unsure why, though. Unsure why. There's a random group ID there. Why? What the hell? Alright. Time to reload story. Again. Come on. Okay. Reload level. Again. And, most of the time, those NPCs from the patrol might actually not be there. Rudius is alive, which is good. Okay. This is why I made the NPCs unique, so I can actually just jump back and forth. Now, this one for some reason has a combat group ID, which is really weird to me. He is not supposed to. I'll just duplicate selection. Yeah, I'll just do it like this. Because then I don't have to worry about it. Okay? That's how you fix stuff like that. Alright, now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just skip this area. Okay, let's see now. I'll go here. And I'll kill combat. Okay. We do this. Where is Lae'zel? Lae'zel's alive at the... What the hell? Okay, fair enough, fair enough. I was unaware that's a thing. Anyway. Let's just move Lae'zel up. I just want everything to die. So apparently this doesn't kill friendly. I was unaware. That means I can actually just do something good here. I can just do this. Which is incredibly good, by the way. And I can just follow the patrol now, which would actually happen normally anyway. Now, I'm pretty sure Lae'zel's cutscene should not be happening here. Mirnat is, you know... It's because of the story. Let's move up real quick. I'm gonna kill combat here again. Because I kind of just want to skip ahead of this. I'm glad that there is actually such a command. Who the hell is still in combat? Okay, please just die.
Fury, I am death. Onward.
Is there still somebody that's just randomly in combat? Still an NPC? Okay, there is actually a command which I can do to speed this up, and it's this. Yes, I am intentionally speeding up the process here. Tremendously. Because I just want to see if this functions properly. Alright, come on. Okay. Rudius is alive. No, he's not. Why? Bro, who is this random NPC that just starts a fight? At the helm. Like, what the actual hell? It has to be Rudius. Because he's the only one. He's annoying the hell out of me too. Anyway, you're seeing what I gotta deal with. Hopefully you enjoyed this showcase. I will fix this eventually. So, yeah. You're gonna have to deal with 3 NPCs with the Cloud of Daggers. But you do have 3 helpers here in the form of these mind flayers. Only 2 are here for some weird reason. Where's the other one? Oh. Okay. Again, I will fix it. For some reason, this fight here is always breaking the helm area. I don't understand why. It might be because these bastards have a combat group. And they shouldn't. But I will fix it. I'm just gonna reload here, and I hope you guys have enjoyed this showcase. Again, I'm gonna walk you through some of the changes. Again, we got Merazul here, which also is a boss at the crash site, as you've seen previously. And then, where is Crassus? Hello? Can we please stop breaking, toolkit? Thank you. We got Crassus here with the visual makeover. These gits have been altered. All 3 of them. Avatar of Mammon has been altered. Okay, and the fight has been changed slightly. Aurat the Bronzom is now gonna be on patrol in this room specifically. And he's gonna walk in here and in here with those other boards. These three will fight those. And to make sure of that, I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna dupe the one mind flare here. Okay. I will duplicate this fella, just to make sure this fight doesn't randomly break. Again. Now I'm pretty sure this should maybe function. I'll test again. Before I move on. And then what's new here is this fella actually having his staff finally, and his actual armor. We have this fight that's gonna happen over here. Just trying to make sure there are no random combat groups. This dude has a random combat group. So does frickin' Raphael for some reason. So do they. What the hell? Huh. That's actually weird. Okay, these three might have to go. These three might have to go, but we shall see. Because they are in a combat group, and I do not like that. That is not ideal. However, are they set to Inspector? They are. Then why the hell are you fighting randomly? Jesus. What I have found out, by the way... Oh yeah, and these four have been altered slightly. I've given them the Saki powers, which hopefully will end up in Avatar of Raphael being atrophied. That is the plan, okay? Alright, now... I'm gonna just do one last try here, one last attempt in this room. If the toolkit crashes, I just end the video. This is getting annoying. I need a break. I actually just straight up need a break. Okay, yeah, I'll see you in the next video. I will get it fixed by the time you see it on Nexus mods, but yeah. Also, do not forget the crash site. We do have Merazul there. And some tendrils, okay? I'll see you in the next video, showcase probably.